Ciao, sono Sara Z da La La Land. Incontrerò grandi ospiti provenienti da ogni parte del mondo. Quattro chiacchiere di condivisione culturale e linguistica per scoprire le loro vite e storie. Enjoy! Hello, Bob. Hi, I'm Sarah Z. And today I'm so excited. I'm with Bob Corff. Welcome to Italy, Bob. Have you noticed the way I pronounced your name, Bob?
You pronounce it just like an American, which I want to compliment you on.
And also I said Italy instead of Italy, the way we would say, right? We would say it.
No. But I've been around Italians and people from all over the world. So my ears are better than a lot of Americans. A lot of Americans, they don't understand anything if it doesn't sound American to them.
That's true. In fact, when I moved to the United States, and even saying thank you and making sure my tongue was properly between the teeth, people would say, what? Sometimes like what? Or maybe they were not used to hear, as you're saying, a different accent. It was so frustrated for me. It was such a frustration. But I want to introduce you properly. I'm with Bob Corff. He is in LA, in Hollywood, and he's a wonderful voice and accent coach. Bob can do so many accents. He has a website, corffvoice.com. You can check him out. And also, if you cannot work with Bob privately, you have videos, right? You have a program, audio that we can...
Audio, voice programs, teach accents. I have one on Italian, and what I do, because I'm pretty good with accents. I figure I can't be as good as somebody who's really from there. I explain how to do things, but I put a real Italian that you repeat after, or a real, so that when you're learning accents with my system, you're actually hearing somebody really from there. So it's even better than the best.
I know. So I'm gonna be your guinea pig, maybe. So you can use me for the accent. But well, first of all, I love accents, and I love English. I love the American accent, but I think I would love it even more if I would be able to really nail the American accent. And it's, for me, has been very hard because we hit all the consonants and vowels. Instead, for the American accent, is the opposite. But I'm gonna let you talk. How about accent and pronunciation? Accenti e pronunce.
So the thing about what you just brought up, which is really interesting, about how we don't stress every syllable. So one of the things I say to people is that how good Americans speak is they stress the words that Tarzan would say. Do you know who Tarzan is?
Yes, Tarzan and Cheetah.
So what happens is that you guys, and then when I say you guys, I mean Italians, and everybody else on the planet Earth except us, hit every syllable. And so what we do is this. I'm going to give you a little demonstration. If I said to you, why don't you and I get together and have something to eat, and then maybe later we'll get something to drink? Tarzan would say, you, I, eat, drink. And those are the words that Americans stress. So all of the other words are helper words that show that you know how to speak English. And basically, if you don't hit the ones that Tarzan would hit, we would go, I'm not sure what you want.
So the example you just brought, basically you don't stress and you don't pronounce very hard all the prepositions, like to, the, at, the, but how do you understand the sentence?
Well, it's that we say to them, I want you to go to the school. So Tarzan would say, go school.
Oh,
and you go, well, he doesn't speak English that well, but I know what
But I know what she's
exactly. And if I say, you know, to the, you go to the, I have no idea to the what. So that's why those words, I mean, I want you to hear them, but I don't stress them because they're not the information that you need to get.
Correct. And
that's why that's American English. I mean, even the British don't do that. They stress every syllable.
So the British, they stress every syllable, but they don't, they just put the accent, pronounce the most important words as well? Oh,
no,
okay. It's more like us.
Exactly. So it's like the way we speak, it's easier for even people who don't speak English very well to go, me, hungry. You go, well, I got it because...
Well, it's like almost in Italian, if I say io fame, like io is I, and fame is, sorry, made a mistake. Io affamato, because fame is just the noun. So affamato is how I am hungry. Io affamato is wrong, but we understand that you're hungry. So it's the same concept. However, we stress more the verb io sono affamato, like on the verbs and prepositions is a different way of speaking. And what do you think is the most or the main difficulty for an Italian? Because you work with so many actors, so many celebrities. Thank you for everyone who's live with us. You can check Bob's website and the ton of work he has done with so many actors and maybe more, and other students that are not actors, of course. The main difficulty for an Italian to nail the American accent.
Okay, so I'll give you some of the basic things. The one thing is that nobody on earth opens their mouth as wide as an American. So you have to learn how to open it up. So my name is Bob. Now, it's so big that it takes longer to say and close my mouth before I say it. So everybody else in the world says Bob.
We do. So, I would say Bob, Corff, Bob.
Yeah, Bob. So it's much easier. You guys speak quicker than we do. And part of the reason why we speak slower is that physically, if you open your mouth that wide and hold out the vowel a little longer, you have to slow down, and you can't open your mouth and close it in time. So it says, you know, Bob will not do that. It would be easy to say, Bob will do that.
But Bob will not do that. That's how we would say it. See.
So we have very big vowels. And I'll tell you which ones they are. They're usually the ones that most people on the planet Earth have trouble with. Okay, so the first one is O. So you guys go O, like it's a W, like no would be no. And so we go O. It's like a big round O. If I jammed it down the back of your throat and you had to make room in the back of your throat, you'd go, oh.
Oh, yeah, like no. Instead of no, we are very upfront, right?
Yeah. So our lips are very flat. Our lips are flat to our teeth. We don't ever there's no, I mean, if you're from New York, there's certain regional accents where they do, but the standard American accent is completely, if you just think about having your upper lip glued to your upper teeth, you're good. So
your upper, say again, sorry, Bob, your upper
lip is glued to your upper teeth. So what happens if you watch me talk now, my upper lip is not doing anything. It's just
right.
my mouth. So that's one.
And I remember also, because I took few classes with you when I arrived to LA, and you are considered one of the best coaches and voice coaches. So I said, I'm going to take classes with Bob. At that time, I would say Bob.
Right.
And I remember it was so good, the tips you gave me, because, for example, how are you? We would say, ciao, come stai? How are you? You know, we have very musicality in the way we speak. And you said it's more effect, the way we talk, like, how are you? Or like the example of the wall that you can give it to us if you want to say
Yeah.
about the wall. Il muro.
Good American speakers, and there's plenty of horrible American speakers. So, you know, you need to be aware that in all countries, there's only a few really good speakers. But good speakers are speaking as if everything we say is a physical thing that we could point to or grab. So if I'm looking at the wall, I go, that's a wall. I mean, I'm you know, if I'm wrong about it, the thing you got to know is there's criminals in every country, but basically, if I'm wrong about the wall and you can prove to me it's not, I'll go, oh my God, that is amazing. It's a painting of a wall. I thought it was a wall.
Oh,
but
okay.
Until you prove it to me, I'm pretty sure I know most walls. So I go, wall. I don't know absolutely for sure, but I'm going to go out on a wild limb and go, woman. I'm pointing to you. So that I believe that I don't feel like I'm guessing. So I
know what you're saying. See.
It's daytime here, and everything that I'm saying sounds like it's true because it is.
But what about, okay, so very interesting, and instead we are more the way we speak and the way we are actually in our culture, we doubt more. Even, for example, it has nothing to do with accent, but it's something that came up in my mind, like, oh, nice dress, and we're like, yes, but you know, I just bought it, but it's not, like, we start doubting. Instead, I've noticed in the United States, nice dress, thank you. It's more direct. You don't doubt it. So maybe it's part of our culture.
Well, let me just say this. Go ahead.
No. Sorry. Please.
See, the thing is, almost everybody on Earth except us goes up at the end. In all Asia, Africa, Europe, everybody goes up. And my theory is, I think I'm right, is that 500 to 1,000 years ago, you guys figured out that if I go up at the end, it's less threatening. You get into less fights if you go, it's a beautiful day. You can't, there's no need to be offended in case you disagree. And we just go, it's a beautiful day. She's a woman. And if you think I'm wrong, there's a possibility for a problem.
I see. That's a good point. Very, very, very fascinating. So something that for us probably is dangerous, but the way we say it might sound less dangerous.
Exactly.
Just by the sound, right? Is that what I understood well?
Because when you go up, it's not as threatening. And for American, we have Americans that go up all the time. You know, they go, hi, how are you? I went to the store. Well, you know, the Valley Girl talking. But for Americans, it sounds like you're not very bright. It sounds like you don't know anything.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's...
So,
and how would you then, playing with the accent, doubting something?
Well, see, the thing is, if I am doubting something, then I don't mind. I go, you know, I really am in trouble right now. I don't know what to do. I go up. I'm telling you. But what happens is, you know, why I'm able to still keep doing this job, people come from all over the world for me to help them with a standard American. Because when an American leading man or woman goes right this way, everybody goes, oh, thank God he knows which way to go. Because it sounds like we do. Does that make
sense? See, I think so. I think, so I understand. Are you there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is there any, so what could be a tip for us to speak and make sure we are understood or people can understand us? Also, if you recommend you emulate actors like on YouTube, emulating like the way Meryl Streep talks, or
Yeah, well, and Meryl Streep is great, but you have to be very careful with her. She's doing so many different accents. If she's playing a regular, basic American, her accent is. But if she's playing Chinese or French or Russian, that's not going to help you. So if you find an actor who's playing right down the middle, I'm an American person, and they're a good actor. Most actors, stars, even if their voices aren't that good, in the first movie or so, in a year or two, either they get lessons or they see it 50 feet high and go, I got to fix that. And so they start to change and do this accent. So the answer is yes. If you find somebody with a good American accent, here's basically one of the things you should do with that. Mm-hmm. Most Americans, unless you're playing somebody who's on speed or, crazy, mm-hmm. slower than everybody else.
Sorry, word? I didn't understand the word.
Slower.
Oh, slower. Oh, slower. See,
because we really want people to agree with us. So we say it in a way that we're saying, I want you to get this the first time I tell you.
Right.
And if I said, I want you to know this the first time I tell you. Now you might get that, or you might even understand it, but you have no time to process the information. But if I say,
true.
I want you to understand this, you go.
You get me. You get my attention for sure.
Yeah. And so the American speakers are trying desperately to get other people to see that they're right about this. Good American speakers speak as if we are right. Now, that doesn't mean we're right all the time. And I'm not defending it as, this is a better way. I'm just telling you that maybe because we had a lot of space, most countries, you guys were on top of each other in the cities. And so you have to find ways to not get on each other's nerves. And we had like 500 miles between neighbors for 100 years or so. So we had time to just be.
What do you think is that you want to be, like, not you, but Americans wants to be always right?
Okay. So I'm gonna give you a big secret that I tell people that I discovered. So when I teach an accent, I often give people a gross generalization of the attitude of that group. And so, as an example, the upper class British, the gross generalization of that attitude would be, hello, I'm better than you. So, you feel it, the energy is there. Okay? So I told you the other day, so Italians to me, it's like the gross generalization is, I'm so full of passion, I may explode.
Yeah.
So, which, juicy, but they like to eat and they like to wear clothes. Whatever they do it with passion. So that gives you an in into that. So here's the gross generalization of a good standard American speaker. I'm right. I'm always right. And I feel compelled to help you.
And I feel compelled?
To help you.
Oh, to help you. Wow.
So it's not that bad. See, we mean well, except for the bad people. You know, there's bad people in every country.
But to help, because also you like to help people. American people wants to help, so they feel right because they can.
See what happens. Older countries, you know, they've just been around longer. So if I say to you, if we're looking out the same window, and I say it's a nice day, and you say, "Oh, it's nighttime," and I'm looking at the sun out there. So what happens, most people in the world just go, this person's an idiot, and I'm going to see how quickly I can get away from somebody who doesn't know whether it's day or night. And we go, let's go outside. Let me show you. And I feel compelled to show them the sun, because I figure if I'm going to do voice work with them, I'm just using as an example, if you and I can't agree on whether it's day or night, this other stuff is more complicated. We'll never be able to communicate. So I think
that's true.
To try and get us both perceiving the same reality.
So, so the way you pronounce, like for example, today's sunny, and it's an agreement, and you say it in a very secure way. Almost like I trust you. Okay, oh, you're saying that it's sunny today. Okay, that means we can now talk, because so the agreement comes in the accent, in the pronunciation, in the way your voice is, in the sound of your voice.
Because we speak in commands. So what happens is, if you train a dog in Italy or any place in the world, and you say to the dog, sit, sit, the dog never sits. So whatever country, whatever your melody is in your country, when it's time to sit, you go, sit.
Yeah. By the way, I just got a dog, so this will help you. Perfect example. Because no, we would say seduto, like seduto,
right,
or like basta, like stop. Pero I think with the American accent is stronger than in Italian. Or when in Italian we can say it, but because we have long words, sometimes then the sound of the voice has to be a little bit higher, like basta. But in English, it's like stop. It's like, it's so powerful.
You went up, down. You did the American melody right there.
But now, because I'm with you, I don't know.
Exactly. But you can say to the dog, I love you, but sit. I mean, what happens, you have to get with Americans and realize, look at them a little bit and go, this guy, he seems aggressive by my standards, the way we talk, but he's not a bad guy. And sometimes somebody's going, hi, how are you? I want to really help you. And you go, he's going up all the time, but I don't trust this guy. So you have to look and see who's really there. So, you know, one of the things, I've had people come from Italy and other places where they've got there last night to hotel, they went to a restaurant, and they come in the next day and they go, oh, I went to a restaurant and this guy said, have a seat. And I wonder, can I stand or do I have to take that seat? Because it seems so aggressive. And I said,
oh, the way he said it.
Seat. Have a seat.
Have a seat. Yeah.
Yeah. So most countries, you know, you go, okay, well, that's safe there.
So is it a matter, Bob, of also position of the tongue, the way the jaw has to be more relaxed? So is that what the American accent is, right? I like the way your tongue is.
Our tongue, yes. Our tongue is laying flat and relaxed unless it has a job to do. So, it's just down, flat, relaxed. And as soon as it does a T or a D or L or whatever it needs to go up for, it immediately goes down there again. So it's ready for whatever it needs to do next. So let me just go over the three. We started with the O. O is a very vowel. It's O.
Oh.
If I could tickle the back of your throat, that's where you want to feel the vibration when you do it. O. Okay? Now, U is also a back vowel. So instead of you, it's you.
Oh, right. I would say you instead of you.
And yeah, and you demonstrated nicely, thank you. Because when you say you, when your lips come forward, the sound follows the shape of your instrument. So if you go you, it's going to go forward. If I go you, there's nothing forward for the sound to go to, so it goes back, which is...
So that's the secret, like, and the secret also to really pronounce certain words. Yeah, it's very hard work. Like, we have to be consistent. Who wants to really speak with the American accent, we have to do our daily work, like warm up and be consistent, because it's easy to lose it. Yeah,
you have to drill it. And you also, today, you know, when I first started studying, the tape recorders had just come in that you could have for all big things. But now with the phones, you can listen to yourself. You record it, you listen back, and you go, "Ooh, I went up. Oh, that was too forward." And then you make a little notes on your script, and then you do it again, and you listen to see if you're getting better. And you have to become a scientist. You have to learn all the rules, and then you have to see if you are able to understand and then demonstrate the rules. I've lost your audio. I don't hear you.
Oh, Bob?
Yeah, now I hear you.
I said this is a great tip, because sometimes I would record myself and I think, oh, I spoke pretty well. Like I heard myself, and then when I listen to my voice that I've recorded, to my recording, I'm like, oh my, did I sound like this? It's so, the accent is still so strong. Like it,
so, yeah, just so to let you guys know, I tell the story on myself. You know, my wife and I do programs for accents and speaking voice and singing voice and different, the standard American accent and a lot of different accents. And one time I was doing something, I was recording, and she was there, and I said, "That's a good one. That's a take. We're going to use that." And she goes, "I think you should do it again." And I went, "Oh, no, I'm the teacher. I know." It was good. She said, "Just listen to it." And I listened to it, and I went, "Okay, let's do that again."
Oh, wow, you realized it wasn't...
Because that's why there are directors. That's why there are people out front. You can get pretty good at knowing whether you're doing a good job, but it's always good to have somebody outside you.
Definitely.
Or you yourself be outside and listen to the recording and go, "Oh, that wasn't as down and strong as I thought it was."
Like almost like singing, right? When we sing, we sound great, but then when we record our voice and we hear ourselves singing, we're like, oh, maybe it's not, I haven't sang very well, like I should try again. But what do you think, Bob, if we go over like few famous movie lines, and maybe you can help us to pronounce it correctly? What do you think?
Yes. Now, how I went over.
I can give it to you. I have few. I wrote down, of course.
Yeah,
I searched.
I have it on my phone, but I'm on my phone.
No, I have it here on my dad's computer, because mine is still at the LA airport. So this computer is pretty slow, but right now it's working. Okay. For example, you were talking about like preposition, and I think this is a good one. From the film A Star is Born, I'm going to read it in Italian, or like with the Italian accent. I just wanted to take another look at you. At you, Bob. I wanted to take a look at you, Bob.
I just wanted to take another look at you.
So the stress is on like the most important noun is look.
Yeah. Look,
Wow.
you. See, if I just looked at you and went, look, you.
You.
Go.
Wow.
Once he's looking at me. And that's the main thing. He said, I just want to take another look at you.
I just want to take another look at you. So look, and you are the stress is on look and you, because they're the two most important words in the sense of what you want to convey to the other person.
Yes, like I mean, you can say I want look you. I mean, if you needed
like
more,
Tarzan, yeah,
that's still Tarzan, but those are the most I want look you.
Wow, I love it. It's a wonderful tip that we can apply for everything, and probably watching a film we can pay attention and see that that's the way American actors speak. For example, do you have one sentence one line, one movie line do you have in front of you? Oh no, you don't. Okay, you have on your phone. Sorry.
Give me another.
Sorry. No, you just told me before. I'm completely lost. So, okay, from the famous film A Streetcar Named Desire. I have always depended on the kindness of strangers, which is very...
I know. I've always depended on the kindness of strangers.
I've always depended on the kindness of strangers. So kindness and strangers.
Mainly, but also depended kindness strangers. So what I'm saying is, you if you go something about she depends on kindness from strangers. There's enough of the words make you go, that's what she means. And if you stress all the other words that aren't those words, you go, I don't know what you want or what you're saying.
For example, I or on the, like you would lose the meaning.
Exactly.
So also, okay, I give you the line. Let's see if you can tell me the film.
Okay.
Film, and we would say film, but let's remember it's sound. Film.
No, it's sound.
Film.
So,
oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Film. Yeah.
I give you the line. Let's see.
Go ahead.
I'm having an old friend for dinner.
I'm having an old friend for dinner.
I'm having an old friend for dinner. You remember the film?
Yeah, it's Hannibal Lecter.
Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs. Or even like the I apostrophe LL, which is I will, but you guys, like you Americans, say I'll, right?
Yeah. When I got married, I walked down the aisle, and we say this word, which is spelled completely different. I'll walk down the aisle tomorrow.
Oh yeah, aisle, like which is AISLE, the aisle, but this is I'll be back, like from Terminator. I'll be back. It's very hard for me.
Well, it's hard for everybody. Contractions. People from other countries hate contractions, and yet it's so. I've seen it for so many years that I get that there must be something hard about them. But I will. In theory, it should be easy just to leave out the W and go, I'll. It's less. You've taken out one sound.
È vero. That's true. Let's do a bit more. Sì. From the Devil Wears Prada. I'm just one stomach flew away from my goal weight.
What my goals?
I'm just one stomach flu away from my goal weight.
My goal weight. Goal. Yeah.
Oh, goal.
Goal, right? Goal.
Yes.
So that ending L, that's a really a dark L. It's called L.
Goal. So we have to pronounce it.
Goal. Yeah.
Oh, goal.
Well, I mean, there are countries and places that don't. They go, I have a goal, and you have to guess what the ending is.
Yeah, because go seems like the verb to like go, like andare, to go. But this is goal.
This is a goal.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm only one stomach flu away from my perfect weight goal. I forgot what the line was.
Well, from my goal weight. So I'm just one stomach flu.
Yeah. One flew away, goal weight.
Yeah, one flew away, goal weight. Yeah, instead of so the stress is more on, I'm just one stomach flew away from my goal weight. So the stress is more on stomach flu and then goal weight. And let's do one more.
Okay.
I think that this is the one I like, from the Dark Knight, the Joker. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Capito, Bob? Capito?
I do.
I ho capito.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
If you're good at something, never do it for free. Also exactly. Free.
Yeah, never free.
Never,
good, never
good. If you're good at something, never do it for free.
See, do it is just, it's grammar. We have to say it so I speak English, but do it for free.
And could you put the stress, if I would like to say, if you're good at something, never do it. Could I put it on do it if I want, but it changes the meaning, maybe?
You look, the thing I was thinking to say, and it's perfect that you brought that up. I mean, there isn't like when I do these, I just am an American. I've grown up here, so I have a good sense of what Americans might do, but there isn't like a perfect rule that every American would do it exactly the same. So it depends on the situation. So you could break the rule once you know the rule and say, do it.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. Do it. Like,
yeah.
When you want the other person to do something, then it's more a command.
It would be different. If you're good at something, never do it for free.
Oh, see. Mm-hmm.
I mean, what I'm saying is you can play with different things, but my guess is in that the Joker saying that, I think. So I'm guessing he's just going, hey, here's the rules. People who are good don't give it away.
It is exactly, esatto. And it depends also by the character. In this case is a film, or what you really want to say, like what kind of person you are, if you're good, or what you want to really what kind of meaning you want to deliver to the other people. I think there was another one. Okay, let's do another one. One more. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. This is a little bit difficult because close is like close to you. But then there's closed when you close the door.
One is close, and the other one is close.
Oh,
close. It's a Z sound, or Z. You would know. Close.
Okay, so in this case,
yeah. So give me the line one more time so I can say it.
Keep your friends close, like close to you, but your enemies closer.
Keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer.
Keep your friends close, right? Close.
Yeah.
But keep your enemies closer. Yeah, it's another one for me, like close. And then there's close. There are the close. The close is like, ah.
Yeah. I this is one of the things I say to people. It's like, close the door. I'm changing my clothes. So those are both zzz. So they're spelled differently. They mean different things, but they both sound the same. We have a few of those.
Well, yeah. See, but do you have any? Would you like to say anything else, Bob, before I leave you? Because maybe you have to teach, or it's 9:40, right? Almost 10 a.m.
Yes, on Saturday.
On Saturday. So thank you for being with us on Saturday here in Italy.
I teach a class in. You guys are like, what is it, 9 hours ahead. I teach a class at 5 o'clock my time on Saturday for Australia, which is the next morning for them.
Oh, wow. We are like 3 continents. Okay. Australia, Italy, and California, America.
Exactly. So, but I mean, it's great. I get a chance to work all over the world because, I mean, this is a perfect way to work on voice because we're right. I wouldn't be this close to your face if you were here in person.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Now you can see me very close and closer. Like...
And that's really all we need to do is watch your mouth, your lips, your tongue. And so this is a perfect vehicle for that.
Thank you very much, Bob. If you have a last tip or you want to say something, for sure, let's remember your website, corffvoice.com. And people that are in Italy and they cannot see Bob, they cannot meet you in person, you have this great, and I bought it too. I've used the audio for the American accent, and it was very, very helpful. So you can see everything on people can see everything on your website.
And you get to listen to both me and my wife, who's
and your wife Claire, that I haven't had the pleasure to meet, but I know you just celebrated, Bob, you and Claire, 30 years. Well, 37, because 7 years of engagement.
We lived together for 7 years,
wow.
And then we've been married for 30 years, and that was just a couple of days ago. And wow, that's amazing. And in Hollywood, that's 150 years.
In Hollywood, it's rare. It's è molto raro. It's rare because, for the type of city so congratulations.
Let me just say one last thing. One of the things Americans do, good American speakers, is they elongate the vowel, which gives them a chance to put their thoughts into the words. So the people who speak faster, I admire them because they have to be even a better actor to get their thoughts into a vowel that goes like this. But if I say, look at the beautiful sky, I get a chance to think about the sky. And that's part of the reason why Americans, we want you to hear it, understand it, and grasp it.
Hear, understand, and grasp it. Oh, the 3 H-U-G. Hear, understand, H-U-G. Okay, this is going to be your thing. H-U. Great tips. I would love to talk more maybe in the future and to talk about accents more into the.
I hope this gives you some little thoughts that might be of value.
Grazie mille. Do you want to say something in Italian, Bob?
Do I want something in Italian?
Sì. Are you ready?
Prego. I don't know.
Sì. Well, I'm going to say then, grazie. Like, prego, you're welcome. So, grazie.
Yeah. I love Italians. Some of my best friends have been Italians. I've had some great adventures with Italians.
Okay, let's keep it for next time. Okay. I'd like to know, but we're going to do that in 2 hours live. Thank you. Grazie mille, Bob, for this chat. And I'm going to talk to you later on. Maybe I'm going to see you in LA, of course. I'm coming back. I'm coming back in LA at the end of July. So maybe we meet in person.
I send you.
Grazie mille. Bye to your wife as well. Bye. Ciao, Bob. Grazie. Ciao.
My pleasure.